Hello dear students, so now today we would move ahead in this third chapter of class 8th mathematics, that is square and square roots. Okay, so the next question here is, using prime factorization method, find which of the following numbers are perfect square. Okay, so these are the numbers. Okay, you have to check which of these numbers are perfect squares and which are not, but you have to use the method, that is the prime factorization method. Okay, so I think one or two question I would tell you, and the rest of the question you would try yourself. Okay, so let me tell you the first question, that is 3549. Okay, this is somewhat bigger also, so let me tell this one question. How do you do this one question? Okay, so first we would find out the prime factors. We would do prime factorization of 3549. Okay, prime factorization of 3549. Okay, so what would be the prime factorization, or you can say the prime factors? Okay, I would write here prime factors of 3549. So how do you write the prime factors of this, that you are knowing? Okay, if you are to find out the prime factors of 3549, so you do it like this. Okay, now you see, at first it is divisible by 3, of course. Okay, 3 1 ja 3, 3 1 ja 3, 3 8 ja 24, 3 3 ja 9. Then again, now again it is not divisible by 3. Now it would be divisible by 7, 7 1 ja 7. Then you have 4 left, I think. 4 left, 7 6 ja 42. 42. How much left? 6 left, yeah. 7 6 ja 42. Then 6 is left there. Then 7 9 ja 63. Now we see 169, it is divisible only by 13. So 13 13 ja 169, and 13 it divisible by itself. So if you see the prime factors of 3549, so you have the pairs of 13 here. So write it together, 13 multiply 13 together, and the rest of the digits are 3 and 7, 3 multiply 7. Now if you see, all the digits do not have the pairs here. If you see, 13 is having pair, but 3 is not having pair, and 7 is not having pair. If all the digits are not having pair, then you would call 3549 is not a perfect square. Okay, so you would write here, since it does not have equal, okay, since it does not have equal pair of factors. Okay, pair of factors does not have equal pair of factors. Here you have the pair of 13, but you do not have the pair of 3 here. It should have been 3 multiply 3 here, but it is not there. It should have been 7 multiply 7 also, but it is not there. Okay, so we do not have the pair for 3 and 7. So hence we would call 3549 is not a perfect square. So write here, hence 3549 is not a perfect square. This is how you do this one question. Okay, just note it down, then I would be telling you the next question. Now let's try some other here. Let's say 441. Let's check whether it is a prime whether it is a perfect square or not. So at first we would find out prime factors of 441. So how do you find it? If you see the prime factors of 441, so I think it would be divisible by which one number? 7. Yeah, 3 also. 3 1 ja 3. 3 4 ja 12. Then 3 7 ja 21. Okay. Now again it is divisible by 3. 3 4 ja 12. 3 9 ja 27. 49 divisible by 7. 7 7 ja 49, and 7 8 divisible by 7 itself. Okay. Now you see the prime factors of 441. So these are 3 multiply 3 multiply 7 multiply 7. So now if you see, we have the pairs of 3 also, and we do have the pairs of 7 also. So all the digits are having their pair here. 3 is also having its pair, 7 is also having its pair. Okay, if all the digits are pair, means you can say, if here if you see 449 has equal pair of factors. If you see 441 has equal pair of factors, you have the pair of 3 also, and you have the pair of 7 also. So hence you would write here, since 441 has equal pair of factors, hence what? 441 is a perfect square. Hence 441 is a perfect square. Are you getting this? Okay, note it down, and similarly you would do the rest of the questions also. Okay, try these questions yourself. These two questions I have already told to you. Okay, just note it down and try the other questions yourself. Now the next question is, by what number should each of the following numbers be multiplied to get a perfect square? In each case, also find the number whose square is the new number. Okay, so means you have to find out by which number should you multiply the given number so that they could become the perfect square. That you have to check. Okay, so similarly as we have done the previous one question, okay, so similarly we would do this one question also. So at first we would find out the prime factors. Okay, then after the prime factors, whatever the number required there, okay, which is lacking the pair, so whatever the number required, that we would be multiplying there, so that then you would have the required result there. Okay, so I would start from the second question again, this one question. Okay, so let me solve this here. So you have the second question here, and that is 3, 6, 7, 5. So at first we would find out the prime factors. Okay, so first prime factors of 3, 6, 7, 5. If you see the prime factors of 3, 6, 7, 5, so just find it out. 3, 6, 7, 5. Since it is ending with 5 there, so it would be divisible by 5. So 5 7 is 35. Okay, then you have 5 3 is 15, 2, then you have 5 5 is 25, and again you have the 5 at last there, again it would be divisible by 5, so you divide by 5, so 5 1 is 5, 2 left, 5 4 is 23 left, 5 7 is 35. Now you have 147. Now if you see the sum of the digit is how much? 7 plus 4 12, 11 plus 1 12. It is coming out to be 12. So it means what? It would be divisible by 3 here. Yes or not? So try to divide it by 3. So 3 4 is 12 and 3 9 is 27, and 49, as you are knowing, would be divisible by 7 there, 7 8 is 7 itself. Okay, now if you try to make the pair first, you have the pair of 5, so write it together. Then you have the pair of 7 also, so write it also together. Then you have only 3 is there, which is not having its pair. So it means what? It means you need one more 3. Yes or not? It means you need one more 3 because 3 is not having its pair. It means you need one more 3. So if you would be multiplying the given number by 3, then the given number would be a perfect square. Yes or not? Because it is not having the number 3 as its pair. Okay, so here you write, by observation prime factor 3 is left out. 3 is left out now. So you would write here, by observation of prime factors, by observation of prime factors, right there, 3 is left out, means 3 is not having its pair. Okay, 3 is left out. 3 is left out. So if you multiply this by one more 3, then 3 would also have a pair there. Okay, are you getting it or not? So right here, so multiply by 3. So multiply by 3, we get, what do we get? If you multiply it by 3, it means you would be multiplying this number by 3. Yes or not? So I would be writing it as 3 6 7 5 would be equals to, sorry, multiplying by 3, so it means you would multiply here by 3. So you would be getting here 5 multiply 5, then you have 7 multiply 7, then you have 3 multiply 3 as well. Yes or not? Because we have multiplied it by 3. Okay, so now if you see, whatever the product that you are getting, that would be the square, because first there you have the two set of questions here. Okay, first is asking by what number should we multiply, means we have to multiply it by 3. Then the next part of the question is also find the number whose square is the new number. So whatever the new number that you are getting, so it would be the perfect square, it would be the square of which one number, that also you have to find out. Whatever the product that you are getting here, so this one product would be the square of which one number, that also you have to find out. Now if you see, you have the square of 5 there, You have the square of 7 also. Then you have the square of 3 also there, because 3 is 2 times, so you can add 3 square. Okay, so I would be writing it as 5 multiply 7 multiply 3 whole square, because all are having their squares. Okay, so I can write it like this. Now if I multiply it, so I would be getting 5 7 ja 35 and 35 5 ja how much? I think it would be 5 7 ja 35 35 5 7 35 35 35 3 ja 35 3 ja how much? 105. 35 ja 15, yeah, 105. 105. So whatever the product that you are getting, that would be the square of 105. Okay, so whatever the product that you are getting, that would be the square of 105. That you have to find out. Also find the number whose square is the new number. So the new number that you are getting, so it would be the square of 105. Are you getting this or not? Okay, this is how you would solve the given questions there. Are you getting this? Okay, just note it down. Now the next question here I am going to tell you, that would be the fifth one. Okay, somewhat different here. Okay, it is 4056. Okay, so first what you would do, you would find out the prime factors of 4056. So right here, prime factors of 4056. Okay, let's find out the prime factors. 4056, it is ending with 6 there. 6 is an even number, so it would be divisible by 2. So 2 2 ja 4, then 0, 2 2 ja 4, 2 8 ja 16. Again it would be divisible by 2, 2 1 ja 2, 0, 2 1 ja 2, 2 4 ja 8. Again it would be divisible by 2 because it is ending with 4 there, which is an even number. So 2 5 ja 10. 1 not divisible, so write as 0, then 2 7 ja 14. Now it is 507. So I think it would be divisible by 3. Why? Because 5 plus 7, 12. 12 is divisible by 3. It means the complete digit is also divisible by 3. So you'll be writing it as 3 1 ja 3. 2 is left, would become 20. So 3 6 ja 18. 2 again there. So 3 9 ja 27. 1 6 9. So it would be divisible by 13. 13 13 ja 169. 13 would be divisible by itself there. Okay, now if you try to make the pair first, we have the pair of 2, we have the pair of 13 there. So write it together. 2 multiply 2, then you have multiply 13 multiply 13. Okay, so 2 and 3 are left there. This one 2 is not having its pair, and this one 3 is not also having pair. So what you have to do, you would multiply by one more 2 and one more 3 as well. It means you have to multiply by 6. Why? Because you need one more 2 here to make its pair. You need one more 3 also to make its pair. It means you would be multiplying by 6. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? So you need one more pair here, na? You need one pair of 2, one pair of 3 also. It means you would be multiplying by 2 as well as by 3 there. Okay, so you would write there by observation, prime factors 2 and 3 are left out. Okay, so right here, by observation, prime factors 2 and 3 are left out. So what would you do? So we would multiply by 2 as well as by 3, means you would multiply by 2 as well as by 3, means you would multiply by 6. Yes or not? Yes or not? So multiply by 2 and 3 means 2 multiply by 3 means multiply by 6. Are you getting this? Because you need one more 2 and one more 3. So 3 to just 6 you need, na? So you have to multiply by 6. So multiply by 6, we get, how much do we get? Just see. So multiply by first this one, 4056 multiplied by 6. Then in the RHS, you would have the pair of 2, you would have the pair of 13, you would have the pair of this one 2 as well now, and then you would have the pair of this one 3 as well. Hope you are getting this. Okay, now 2 multiply 2 means what? Square of 2, square of 13, square of again 2 there, then you have the square of 3. So you can write it all together. So you can write it as 2 multiply 13 multiply 2 multiply 3. It would be whole square then, because base is different but power is same. If power is same, then you can write them together. Are you getting this? that we have already discussed in the previous one chapter. Okay, so if you multiply, just multiply, how much you are getting? 2 to the 4, 4 to the 12, and 12 multiply 13. 12 multiply 13 would be how much? 156. Yeah, 156. So it means whatever the new number that you are getting, that would be the square of 156. So you have the two part of the question. First means by what number should you multiply? It means answer means we have to multiply it by 6. And whatever the new number that you are getting, also find the number whose square is the given number, means the new number. The new number that you are getting, it would be the square of 156. This is also your next answer. Okay. So similarly, you would do the rest of the questions also there. Okay. Means try the rest of the questions yourself. First, third, fourth, sixth, and seventh. Now, if you see, this is again similar to the previous one question. Question is what? By what number should each of the following numbers be divided to get a perfect square in each case? In earlier one, there was multiplied. Now here, you have to divide. Okay. So by what number the given number should be divided to make it a perfect square, that you have to find. Then after, second part of the question is also find the number whose square is the new number. That also you have to find out. Means similar to the previous one, but the change is here you have to divide. Okay. So some of the questions, one or two I would do before you. Then the rest of the question you would try yourself. Okay. Let me try the first one first. Okay. Question is 16,562. Okay. So first, what did you do? You would find out the prime factors of this. Okay. So right here, prime factors of 16,562. Okay. So what would be the prime factors? So simple. Just find out the prime factor 16,562. Now if you divide it, it would be divisible by 2 because it is ending with 2 there. So it will be 2 8 the 16. 2 to the 4, 1 left. So it will be 2 8 the 16 again. 2 1 the 2. Yes or not? So now would not be divisible by 2. Let's add all the digits here. You are getting 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 8 18, plus 1 19. Would not be divisible by 3 as well. Okay. Now I think it would be divisible by 7 then. Try it by 7. So 7 on the 7, 1 left. Then you have 12 there, 7 on the 7 again, 5 left, 58, 7 on the 56, 2. So 7 3 ja 21. Then again it would be divisible by 7 again. 7 on the 7, 4, 7 6 ja 42, 6, 7 9 ja 63, 169 would be divisible by 13, 13 13 ja 169, then 13 1 ja 13. Okay. Now if you see the prime factors of 16,562, just make the pairs as well. You have the pair of 13, you have the pair of 7 and 13. So write them together. Okay. Then what is left? 2 is left. It means what? To make the given number the perfect square, you need to remove this 2. You need to remove this 2 not. You need to remove this 2 now. Yes or not? Because you do not need this one 2. If this 2 is not here, then the given number is a perfect square. So this 2 is, because this 2 is not having its pair. Either you multiply it by 1 more 2, but that is not the question. Question is what? By which number you have to divide this. It means you cannot multiply by 2. You have to divide by some one number. So by what number should you divide so that it could become a perfect square? It means you would divide it by 2, because if you are dividing it by 2, so this 2 and this 2 would cancel each other. So this 2 would be eliminated then. Are you getting this? Are you getting this or not? Because you have to eliminate this 2 now. If this 2 would not remain here, so this complete number would have become a perfect square then. Okay. So what is then? You have to remove this or eliminate this 2 from here. Okay. So to eliminate this one 2, you have to divide it by 2. Simple. Okay. So right here, by observation, prime factors 2 is left out right here. Similar to the previous one, by observation, prime factor 2 is left out. 2 is left out. So what? So divide by 2 to eliminate 2. Okay. So divide by 2 to eliminate 2. Okay, so to eliminate this one 2, you would be dividing it by 2. Okay, so if you divide it, if you would be dividing by 2, then this one also you would be dividing by 2. So it means you are getting 16,562 divided by 2. Similarly here again, if you are dividing this complete by 2, so this 2 would be removed then. So you are left with 7 multiply 7 multiply 13 multiply 13, and 2 is not here now. 2 is no more because you have removed this one too. Okay, so now you would be getting the square of 2 multiply square of 13. So in all you can write it as 7 multiply 13 whole square, because base is different but power indices are same, so you can write them together there. That we have already discussed in the previous chapter, the powers. Okay, so 13 7 ja how much? 91. Yes. So it means what? Whatever the new number that you are getting, that would be the square of 91. Remember this. Whatever the new number that you are getting, it would be a perfect square and it would be the square of 91. Whatever the new number, what is the new number that you are getting? If you divide it, you would be getting, I think, how much? 2 8 is 16, 2 2 is 4, 2 2 is 4, 2 8 is 16 again, then 2 1 is 2. This is the new number that you are getting if you are dividing it by 2, 8,281. So 8,281 is a perfect square. Remember this, it is a perfect square and it is the square of 91. Yes or not? So this is how you would solve this one question. Okay, just try it. Now try the rest of the questions on your own. Okay, then after you would be moving ahead. Now the next question is, find the greatest number of 2 digits which is a perfect square. Okay, so now you have to find out the greatest number and it should be a perfect square. So what is the greatest number? If you see greatest number of 2 digits, so if I write greatest number of 2 digits, so can you tell me what is the greatest number of 2 digits? Yes, it is 99. But if you see, 99 is not a perfect square. Now if you see, square of 9 is how much? It is 81. And what comes after 9? That is 10. That is 10. And square of 10 is how much? It is 100. Yes or not? Square of 9 is 81, or square of 100 is, sorry, square of 10 is 100. Means between 9 and 10 you do not have any number. So 99 is not a perfect square then. Square of 9 is 81. Square of 9 is not 99. Square of 9 is 81. And square of 100, sorry, square of 10 is 100. Square of 10 is 100. And 99 is between these two numbers. Yes or not? 99 is greater than this but less than this. But less than 100. Means 99 is between these two numbers. So 99 is not a perfect square. So to make it a perfect square, either it should be 100 or it should be 81, but it cannot be 100. Why? Because you need the greatest number of 2 digits only. So you cannot write 100. So 100 is not the answer then, because it is having 3 digits there. So the required answer is what? The required answer is 81. The required answer is 81. Okay. So 81 would be the greatest 2-digit number which is a perfect square. After 81 you do not have any number which is a perfect square. After 81 you do not have any 2-digit number which is a perfect square. Okay, are you getting this? So 81 is the greatest number which is a perfect square there. Are you getting this? So 99 would be between square of 9 and square of 10. So 99 is not a perfect square, but 81 is a perfect square. So you would write, hence the greatest number of 2 digits which is a perfect square, which is a perfect square is how much? 81. This is your answer. So 81 is the greatest number of 2 digit which is a perfect square, and it is the square of 9. 9 9 is 81. Yes or not? Just solve it. Note it down. Now the next question is, find the least number of 3 digits which is a perfect square. So can you tell me the number? Means the 3-digit number, and it should be the least number, and it is a perfect square also. So as we are knowing, the least number of 3 digits is what? smallest, least means smallest. So what is the smallest number of 3 digit? Yes, it is 100. Okay, so write least number of 3 digits. So what is the number? That is 100. So now whether this 100 is a perfect square or not, let's check it. Let's check it. We have the method, the prime factorization method. If you check 100, so 2 5 ja 10, 0, 2 25 ja, then 5 5 ja, then 5 1 ja 5. Okay, so we do have the prime factors of 100 as 2 multiply 2, pair there and pair here also, 5 multiply 5. This means we have the pair of all the prime factors here. It means 100 is a perfect square, and it is the square of what? It is the square of 2, then it is the square of 5. So you can write it as 2 and 5 together you can write, and you can write it as whole square because square is here also, square is here also, so you can write it as whole square. So it would be square of 10. It means square of 10 is 100. Square of 10 means 10 multiply 10. Square of 10 means you would be multiplying 10 how many times? 2 times. 10 multiply 10. So you would be getting how much? 100. So 100 is a perfect square. 100 is here perfect square. Okay, 100 is a perfect square. So question is what? Find the least of find the least number of, right here number also, find the least number of 3 digits which is a perfect square. So least number of 3 is 100. Yes, 100 is also a perfect square also. So your required answer is 100. Okay, so least number of 3 digits which is a perfect square is 100. 100 is the least 3 digit number which is a perfect square. Are you getting this? Note it down. These are 3 more questions here which are similar to the previous questions which we have already solved. Okay, so let me read this. Find the smallest number by which this must be multiplied so that the product becomes a perfect square. Means you have to find a number by which you have to multiply the given number so that it become a perfect square. So what you would do? You would find out the prime factors of this, then you would form the pairs there, and the number which is not having its pair, you would be multiplying the number by that one number. Are you getting this? This we have already discussed, by which we have to multiply. Similarly, this one, find the smallest number by which this must be divided. Again, find out the prime factors. Okay, so now make the pairs then. So the number which is not having its pair, divide it by the given number. Are you getting? So eliminate it. Means first we find out the prime factors of this and make the pairs, and the number which is not having its pair, so eliminate it. How would you eliminate? By dividing by the same number. Are you getting it or not? Already we have discussed. Try to solve this also on your own. Next is find the smallest number by which this must be divided. Again to the previous one, similar to the previous one. Look here, find the smallest number by which this must be divided so that it becomes a perfect square, similar to the previous one. But next part of the question is also there, that also we have discussed in the previous one questions. Also find the number whose square is the given number. So means if you are dividing, by dividing the answer that you are getting, you have to write the answer then. Okay, we have discussed these questions in the previous one. Some questions we have discussed just now in this one video. Okay, just go through all these questions. You would be able to solve these questions also as well. Okay, so okay, that is all for today. Now the rest of the questions we would be discussing in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.